Jordan Tower with JTNEWS. Well, Game and Meek beef. It's going on. People are commenting. We know Game came in with 92 bars, basically called Meek Mill a snitch. In the whole Sean Kingston robbery, he said Meek Mill dimed him out to Sean Kingston, saying that he was the one behind the robbery, which Game claims is false, but had the cops at his door. So he decided to wait a few months, I guess, and wait for his album to drop this diss song. And, who knows why he waited. Only he can answer that. And then Meek Mill responded by saying, hey, you're being fake, trying to promote your album, coming up with some fake beef. But, hey, I don't respect you because you're a stripper. You were signed to a snitch. Young Thug sunned you. Dirk, played you basically, all this stuff, And basically, Beanie Siegel joined the beef as well.
You know this shit with Meek and Game was going on, man.
Now, let's go from a positive note first, and then we'll get into Gille the Kid saying what he said. So, Nipsey says that hip-hop need to stop gassing this beef between the Game and Meek Mill. They're going to sit down like men and express their differences. I doubt that will happen. And then he said, and come to an understanding. Ain't going to be no East Coast, West Coast war. But that wouldn't happen anyways because there is no East Coast, West Coast unification anymore. But it might be Philly against L.A., but L.A. isn't going to join up with Game just like everybody's joining up with Meek and Philly because Philly needs Meek, everybody's kind of doing their own thing in Cali. Then he says, ain't going to be no black men killing black men. That happens every day, unfortunately. And it happens in Chicago every day. And Obama comes from Chicago and they can't even stop it. People kill each other, man. It's horrible. We can't stop it. Behind publicity or rap music or social pressure from people to the point we can all deal with each other as real dudes with respect. If someone in the wrong, then it should be handled and everyone can get back to the money. And then this internet is to divide and conquer. People been dividing and conquer way before the internet. And Meek Mill, Nipsey Hussle, I respect his positive vibes coming into the situation, but people just don't work like that. I don't care what race you are. People are aggressive and people like controversy, and that's just the world we live in, and you kind of got to accept it and choose which person you are. Are you going to be above it, or are you going to be part of it? So obviously Nipsey. I keep saying Meek Mill. Nipsey Hussle is above it all. Plus, he's very positive right now. He just had a baby, and he's had his share of little beefs in L.A., but he's definitely at a different place. Okay, now let's get to Gille the Kid. Gille the Kid said, somebody got to die or this is some fake beef.
You know this shit with Meek and Game was going on, man. Somebody got to die. If not, this shit gonna be fake, man. This fake beef ever, man.
I don't see nobody die.
Man, I don't give a fuck.
Man,
fuck all that Black Lives Matter shit. We from Philly, niggas die every day, man.
Now, Gille the Kid is known for keeping it real. If you don't know who Gille the Kid is, he was part of Major Figures, who had a big problem with Jay-Z and state property back in 2000. Then Gille the Kid did his own thing on DVDs and everything. And, he made a name for himself. He's been in a lot of movies. And he's from Philly. He reps Philly. That's where he's from. He said, people die every day, man. Screw Black Lives Matter. And then his man's looking at him crazy. He's like, yo, I don't want anybody to die, man. And then, Gille the Kid said, I don't care. Well, I think he's joking around. He's known for keeping it. He's basically saying this is bullshit, fake beef, and there's nothing really behind it. It's not real. Nobody's going to fight. Nobody's going to do anything. And you know what? He's right. Nobody is going to do anything. This is going to stay on wax. These guys' crews won't let each. If anything, the crews will maybe fight if they're in a, if they have to be at an award show together or something. But that's the most it's going to go to. Nothing else is going to happen behind this. It's not that serious. Honestly, in a week from now, I'll be surprised if we're even talking about this in a week. Let's be real. But I don't want anybody to die behind this. I know Gille doesn't. He's just saying this shit is fake. And, I agree with him. It's just kind of manufactured. People do this to sell albums, and I'm not, maybe something did happen with the Game, but he waited 3 months to do the diss, So that says something. But I like Game, I like Meek, I like all these guys, man. So, hey, it's entertaining and it's good for hip hop. It pushes the culture forward with, bars. Bars, man. That's what we're missing a lot of now, and it's good for these young kids to see some bars going back and forth.